my goodness, gamers. Oh, my lord, happy Friday. But you all know what I'm about to say. Probably going to say it a couple times throughout the stream. My god, the heat. Oh, my lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. I might have to go and get some of my old rock climbing chalk to get out from the depths of my storage somewhere. Just slap it on the hands so we don't slip off during the race. It's crazy. Do you reckon that would work, actually, if I put chalk on my hands? Or do you reckon that would just make me slip off the controller more? No idea. This is my bike from 2 years ago, from winning the 24 Outdoors series. I thought I'd try the KTM in qualifying today and see if I like it or not. And go from there. No face cam today because I'm literally sat here in my underwear with a fan pointed at me going full force. So I also apologise if you can hear the fan in the microphone, but it's a non-negotiable today. Let me check the temp in this room real quick. 32 degrees. It's 32 with the door open, the window open, and the fan on full blast. So we'll see where the night takes us. It was 28 degrees in here until I turned the PC on. And then as soon as I turned the PC on, it started heating up pretty damn quick. Now, if anybody was here on Monday for the British race at Hawkstone, yes, 32 Celsius in this room, yeah. Which, funny enough, is not the hottest that I've seen in Europe at the moment. I'm pretty sure France is like near the 40s right now, and there's a professional Call of Duty championship going on this weekend, and professional Call of Duty Twitter was just blowing up with all the American players just saying how disgustingly hot it is. Which I thought that was quite funny, since it's usually the US folk telling us to stop complaining about the heat. But, knowing the UK, I think we're on like day 3 of heat right now. This will probably be gone in like another day or two's time, and then yeah, the rain will ensue, and then we'll be back to normal again. Just have to go through this once or twice a year. Not the end of the world. What has been nice is, because it does get so warm in this room with the PC on, I have barely touched the PC for the last 2 days. I've just been sat downstairs watching TV with Linda. So it's actually been nice getting away from the screen for a while and then replacing it with a completely different screen instead. And I'm far too pasty to be going out and about doing stuff in this heat. And for some reason, everybody in the UK, as soon as it gets warm, they all decide they're all going to go out at the same time, and I don't enjoy crowded places whatsoever. Not a bit of me. But thank God no riding this weekend. I think I'm meant to be racing Hawkstone Park the weekend after this one coming up, so the weather should hopefully be back to normal by that point. But yeah, that's why no face cam today, so if anybody, I'm sure there'll be people throughout the stream coming in and asking why. That's the reason why, if anybody wants to tell them if I'm mid-race. It's too damn hot. The man titties are out on full display. I've got a towel on my chair as well, because it's a leather chair, and you can imagine, you know, bare skin on warm leather. Not the most pleasant of experiences. Yeah, real KTM. Not a Yamaha of a model swap on. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a wildfire. So if I drive maybe like 20 minutes away from where I live right now, it's just all hills and it's all like dry grass, you know, like the kind of light brownish kind of grass. And that has gone up in flames before. I've been driving past as it's all been on fire. Luckily, it doesn't like affect any houses at all. It's not like it can go right up to people's houses. It's all segregated by roads and shit. So even if it did set on fire, it wouldn't do any damage anywhere else. But sorry, what I was saying, if anybody was here on Monday, you would have seen that my Moto 2 came to an abrupt end, because I got stuck in an object with collisions and my game crashed, which was very unfortunate, very frustrating, as I was on the cusp of a second overall after qualifying 21st. But the reason I'm saying this is there is also a chance that the stream ends early today, because when I did try turning my PC on for a little bit yesterday, I was playing Ark Raiders, my PC blue screened, and I believe it blue screened because it got too hot. So we'll see where the night takes us. We'll see what it does. I mean, MX Bikes, as we know, does make the PCs run a bit hard, where it's a not very well optimised game. But I have gone ahead and downloaded the low-quality version of Highpoint today, just to maybe ease up a tiny bit. I'm sure it probably won't make any difference. Like, if it's going to go, it's going to go. But we'll see. Yeah, that's how warm it is in here. The PC's given up as well. No face cam kind of a vibe, just taking you back to the day, the old days before the Eek Milan event happened. Yeah, I've definitely noticed two different opinions online operating pair, and one of them is the people that have it come to Europe and experience that heat, and then the other's the ones that haven't. And a lot of time I'm seeing people, I'm even seeing like people from the US, like on TikTok or Instagram Reels, saying that they're in Europe at the moment and they can't understand why it's 10 degrees cooler, but it feels so much hotter. And I can't tell you why. I mean, I've never been to America, so I can't experience the other side of it. But yeah, all I know is it's quite warm. Quite warm indeed. I'm wondering... I mean, it was fairly warm last week as well. Well, when we was racing on this track, Thunder Valley. It does get to a point where you almost feel like you can't grip onto the thumbsticks properly while you're playing, so your corners all feel really off. I put an aerial chat, don't think you've seen it yet, but I said today is the day where Troy can finally try and get that first dubski. Because if you take Moto 1 at Thunder Valley, for example, it was Am, Tyler, Neon and me. And we're all from the UK, so we're all going to be suffering. So it's Troy's time to shine. Gonna lock in, get a good result. Yeah, I'm sure you can buy window units. For me, I don't see any immediate need. Firstly, because I do like complaining about things, as you guys know, so if I have a whole week dedicated to complaining, that's brilliant for me. But the other one is, it's just the case of, for the 1 week a year that you're not using it, you have to try and like store it somewhere else as well. And a lot of them aren't built for windows that open, they're built for windows that, well, that don't open outwards, they're built for windows that open up and down. So for all the hassle, I'll just, I don't know, sit here with a fan on me. It's not the end of the world.
At Honda UFR CBS became a member. At Honda
thank you,
UFR
Honda.
CBS celebrates 14 months of membership. I'm
You're going to struggle as well.
This TN in this heat. Tired face emoji.
That's how it be.
Tired face emoji. Tired face emoji.
How it be. I will say I am a bit of I'm a bit of a slut for an AC unit though. Anytime I'll go abroad, anytime I go away on vacation, like if there's a hotel with AC on, you know, I crack that stuff to the absolute max. Like I will lay in bed shivering if I have to, just because of how nice AC feels. Yeah, AC, actually, like actual built-in AC in the UK is very upper tax bracket activities. It's not common at all. There's still a lot of hotels in the UK that don't even have air conditioning as well, which is again, like I was saying earlier, there's a Pro Call of Duty event going on this weekend. Because there's like so many people going, all the hotels in the area are just fully booked up, and there's people online saying like the room that they're sleeping in is getting up to 40 degrees because they got no air conditioning in the hotel room. And I'm just like, yeah, that's just a bit ridiculous. It's not quite that bad here, thank God. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be an alright day today. One thing that I want to try and avoid is, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but when you are like hot and you're sweating, but at the same time, quite easy to get irritable. And I have noticed that has happened to me on bikes over the years. Like we have been having these heat waves and bikes isn't going well, I rage really, really badly. So I want to try my best to not let that happen today. We'll get some guesses going on in chat as well to see if my Moto 2 start for the 4th time this year will be hella stinky. Every Moto 2 that I've done so far this year has been really, really bad. And I think it's been out of my hands. I can't exactly remember what happened at Parlour, but Hangtown I got absolutely like punted in turn 2. Couldn't do anything about it. And then Thunder Valley Moto 2, Boboso's lovely new netcode that he built that doesn't work, I had somebody hit me from about 5 feet away. They weren't even touching me and I went flying as well. So hopefully we don't get that again. Stuck in a van all night with no AC? What are you doing, Alex? Who, what, where, why? Yeah, I'm really bad for being irritable when it's hot. Just at little things. Just different infrastructures as well, I suppose. So let's say you took two identical like sized houses in the UK and the US. So let's just say it's like detached and it's 3 bedroom. Let's say. I think because the building materials in the US cost less, where you have like drywall and stuff compared to a brick, I think you can then afford to use some of that cost of the home to have that AC unit in. And I know that HVAC is quite a big industry in the US. I don't think it is so much here, at least on like on a commercial level, like for businesses and stuff, it can be used here. But on like a house by house basis, it isn't. So I feel like if you just have two identical houses, majority of the cost of the UK house is built on like the brick and the insulation to keep it warm. Because if it's cold 95% of the year, you want the house to be built to stay warm. Rather than the other way around, where if you're in a place in the US that is warm 95% of the year, you want stuff built in place to cool it down. So I think that's just the only difference. It's just different infrastructures, different environments and stuff. Yeah, on the 1 or 2 weeks a year that we do get really hot weather, it's pretty miserable. Right now, it's not too bad. Like, again, I'm sat here, got the door open, got the window open. My fan is on speed 8 out of 12. Has it gone up again since I've started streaming? Let's have a look. No, it's still sat at 32 degrees. Yeah, it's bearable right now, but I know halfway through Moto 1, I'm probably going to get a bead of sweat running down my forehead. Thank you very much, Ginge, for the bits again. Appreciate you. Let me turn this on so you guys are actually looking at something, not just a black screen. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate it. I've done this a little bit early, didn't I? I could have afforded to do another lap of practice. We've got 38 seconds until the password comes up. If any of you lovely chaps in chat want to help me out, rather than me having to refresh the mods page, I'd be very grateful. Or the shop page, sorry, not the mods page. All right. Mods, tracks, where are we at? 26 MX. And we're ready to go. We are ready. As an overall opinion on the overjump crash, I love it. I really do. I'm still yet to have a crash where I don't feel like I somewhat deserved it. A lot of the complaints I see by it, and then when people share their clips, and it's like, well, you are hitting this downhill like fourth wicked and hitting the biggest bump that you'd probably end up going over the handlebars on in real life, or they're jumping a jump a little bit too far and landing on a braking bump. It's like, yeah, okay, can see that going wrong as well. There will always be occasions where you could survive it in real life. So like you can take some wild stuff like, thank you for the password, everyone. You can do some wild stuff like AJ Catanzaro in straight rhythm, landing that yeet off of the wall jump. It's like, yeah, that's fine, but that's like a one-off rare occasion. Like in a video game, you have to have a hard-coded value of what you want the limit to be. It's like if you make that limit too lenient, you can get away with everything. And if you make it too hard, then you'll crash all the time. So it's hard to find that right balance. But overall, I think it's made the racing really fun. Especially on a track like Thunder Valley last week, where you had them two like kind of wall jumps down the hill after the Hayden Deegan corner. And it just stops people from just sending stuff too crazy. Well, I did do a good amount of testing myself in Supercross. Never got a legs off through the whoops. I mean, some of this will come down to suspension as well. Never got a legs off through the whoops. And I could get away with casing rhythm sections and Supercross jumps, and Supercross triples sometimes. It really depends how hard you case it by. Like if you case a Supercross triple, but your front end makes it and you land correctly, you can get away with it. If you case a Supercross triple and your front end doesn't make it, very high chance you're going down. I think the biggest factor in what causes you to actually crash is falling from a height without much forwards momentum. So in whoops, for example, whilst they might be hard impacts, your momentum is moving you forwards a lot, and you've got no like vertical distance that you're falling from. So it shouldn't be bad. It really is a lot of time if you fall from a height without having much forwards momentum behind you. All right, let's see how this goes then. So we're on Highpoint. I have downloaded the low quality version, just hopefully let my PC breathe and possibly survive the entire stream. Not seeing much in the way of shadows, which is good. We'll see what it's like on that weird downhill section where Ferranda's died. It's the first time I've just gone straight up download the low quality version in a long time. I had to do it at Hawkstone Park on Monday, but that was after trying the high version and getting bad FPS. But what I saw from the track preview, I don't feel like the majority of lines should have changed from last year. I think it's going to be quite outside heavy in a lot of sections, just carrying your speed everywhere. Oh, we got to stretch that a bit further than I expected. And we'll try the KTM out to start with, and if it's not working for me, I'll switch back to the Yamaha, just like we did at Hawkstone. Started off on the Suzuki, didn't work well, changed to the Yamaha, much better. Doesn't seem very rough so far, though. Seems pretty chill. And we get over this year? I don't think so. Someone might get away with it. So I think if you can slap your front end on top, you might not get the legs off. But it looks like he's like shaved the jump down, the first jump. So I don't know if you'll be able to get as much pop off of it, which is good. I do think it's kind of stupid that we're ever able to get that, and the fact that we can do it in multiple years in a row was just not the smartest of track building. Apparently you can't send that downhill and downside that roller there because he's put an invisible barrier in the sky, which I'm 50-50 on. I'm surprised nobody tried it in real life. I mean, I suppose it's a very long way. And then apparently you also can't start hot laps from off the track, which I'm sure someone will find a way. But this has been really, really bad for like qualifying for like 4 years now. Oh, he's put a soft collision here. Okay, so you can roll from off the side of the track. It doesn't like you can jump over it like you used to be able to, which might be good. Yeah, nice. WB Clay. Yeah, hopefully there's no way of scumbagging around that. Actually, I can think of a way. Hang on. Got my creative juices flowing. Oh, I can definitely think of a way. Okay, so it starts there. How far does it go? Oh no, he's actually moved it really close. Yeah, that's good. I was wondering if you could kind of go on the track a little bit. And no, that's good shit. Yeah, W. And he's even got an invisible barrier there as well. Nice. It's a small thing, but it's a lot of times it's just like an easy half a second just from the momentum you have at the start of a lap. And for a lot of people, half a second can be the difference between qualifying and not qualifying for the races. That's good shit. Oh, I see a fucking huge outside. Oh my goodness. That might be Yamaha-able. What I mean by that is Yamaha has a stronger front end than the KTM, so it probably wouldn't have folded like mine just did. We're going to be railing the outside here like we usually do. Yeah, seems pretty strong. Digging the handlebars in quite a lot of the corners. I can't believe I've got to stretch that out. I swear Brad didn't have to stretch it on the Yamaha in his preview lap. Maybe I'll try both bikes before qualifying starts. Do another couple laps on the KTM and then go and switch back. Oh. Yeah, it's just very, very high speed. I've had mixed opinions about a lot of the outside lines on the tracks this year. It always feels like the outside just has this massive rut that continues a long time after the corner, so you can just carry all your speed, which a lot of time makes the outsides feel OP. But then on the flip side, if you was to just remove that completely, it'd probably make the insides OP, so I don't know how you go about balancing it. Uh-oh. Okay, can't send it quite that fast. Try not to do a hammocker over this. Oh, very close to hitting that. What's the outside saying in this corner? Oh my god, that's fucking ridiculous. It's so quick. Yeah, it's a really, really fast-paced track, this. Let's try the Yami real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of how wide open these outsides are. We'll see what the road does to them. I watch the outdoor races live when I can. If I'm racing the next day, I'll ride, and the next day I don't. So Southwick, for example, I wouldn't be able to. Which is annoying, because Southwick, with Lucas Coonan going, probably one of the most excited ones, or one of the races I've been most excited for in a long time. He rented the track out to get some practicing on it, so he better be putting in a good shift. I think that's crazy that they, like, obviously the AMA can't do anything about that, but I'm surprised that the track owners themselves allowed any professional riders to do it. So no, I don't know who else was there, I just saw the thumbnail of Cooper Webb's video of Cooper and Hayden. Don't know what other riders were there on that day. I think that's nuts that you can go and rent out a track like that. I suppose it's not much different from all the guys riding Parlour, is it, before the series starts? Pretty much the same thing. I think if you beat Hurlins any amount of times in the sand, then you're very good in the sand. I wouldn't call that being the sand goat, but I can definitely see a universe where he wins a Moto at Southwick. I can already feel that the suspension I've got on this Yami right now it's reacting to the bumps a bit more than the KTM did. I think it might be stiffer, like it's not quite as plush. Not sure what's going to be the best line around here. Unfortunately, I feel it might be the far outside for the 5th year in a row. Bit of a stretch up that hill. 250 boys gonna have their work cut out for them. Oh, way too far. I reckon you could probably triple into these rollers there. If you get over to this outside here. Yeah. But you could triple into them last year as well, to be fair. Couple more attempts of that and I'm sure I'll have the line down. Yeah, I mean, well, I feel similar to like Thunder Valley, where anybody that was practicing on last year's version of the track, it will be helpful, because whilst the ruts are kind of all redrawn and rebuilt, where you go on the track is pretty much the same. Like the fast lines are the same as they were last year. So whilst you have to adapt to the different rut, your general muscle memory of kind of where to open up the track, where to move left, right, so I'll move out to the left here, for example, to open up this corner, that's the same. How would I feel if Chase went to Yamaha? I'm pretty indifferent by it, to be honest. Whilst I do think that the Cowie is a hard bike to go fast on, I also think that Chase has been doing Chase things on quite a few bikes. To me, the Cowie seems like people that steer with the back end a lot, like your Garrett Marchbanks, like your Roman Federers. They ride the Cowie really well. And then the people that want to kind of be smoother and precise, like Chase, not such a good time. Oh yeah, this we've had people where at the front of nationals in his retiring year where he's probably not that bothered about what he does. I'm sure the Yamaha can't be that bad. I'm kind of already vibing with the Yami straight away, you know. Again, I got no opinion on the crash. If the team says Chase didn't pull the clutch in and Chase says he did pull the clutch in, I'm more than likely to side with the rider. And if there was data to say that he didn't, then can they not share a screenshot of that data? And if there's other stuff in there they don't want people seeing, just blur it out. Yeah, I'm literally sitting here in just underwear playing at the moment, so no face cams there. I know some people would love that. Some people would be all for it. The general community, every bike is pretty damn good, but when it comes to pro level racing where you want every 10th of a second possible, that's why most people lean towards the Yamaha, really. Do you see how easily the KTM front end tucks, though, compared to the Yamaha? So, in the rough, the KTM suspension actually feels like more plush, but you kind of give up a little bit of front end stability. And it's like, if you're having a good day, that front end speed doesn't matter as much because you'll be like super precise everywhere and it won't matter. If you're having a bad day, where you need the game and bike to help you out just a little bit, you can't really afford to be having your front end washing all over the place. It's pretty much impossible to get back to the inside there if you take the inside in the previous corner. So I heavily feel like it's going to be inside and then all the way around the outside, rather than the opposite way. Yeah, but the fact that I'm having to stretch this trip out here is nuts to me. Try third gear next lap if I remember. The fact that I'm struggling to go over that as well is also nuts to me. Yeah, in the time that it took you to keep asking the same question over and over about simulation settings, you could have just gone on YouTube and typed in Lynn's setup, and you would have found it much, much quicker. I was messing around with the Cowie on Thunder Valley after the Thunder Valley race. Like, I was scrolling through all the bikes to see if there was something that like I still felt good on outside of the Yami. And the Cowie actually, like, in turns and bumps didn't feel awful. But comparatively, like, up the hills, it's so slow. It's painfully slow. On race mapping as well, which is what I don't understand. Tried the Fantic a bit, And sometimes I feel great on the fan tick, and other times I feel like I can't complete a lap. I have no crystal ball. I cannot tell you what lap times are going to qualify you. The track has been out for 17 minutes. I have not looked at a single lap time that I have done. I have no idea what lap times other people are doing. I have no idea. Right, try third gear. I mean, it's easier, but still only just. Like, if the run up to that gets a little bit too choppy, you might be struggling. Right outside here as well, see what this is saying. Yeah, not bad. Surely we can't stretch that all the way out to triple that, right? Outside will be the fastest there, as long as you get it right. That's the biggest thing. I'm trying to work out where I want to go down this hill. Oh, it's all well and good carrying your speed around the outside there, then you've got to check up quite a lot, because if you jump too deep before that triple, you're not going to get up and over it. Oh, hit the biggest braking bump on the entire track. I was staring at it the whole time as well. Just like carving from outside to outside. Oh, I hate it. Uh-oh. Oh. Yes, I can add the controller overlay. My apologies. There's something else in there. Oh, I'm glad you found the tutorials useful, Puma. If I ever made a track again, I'd probably have to go back and watch my own videos. It's been so long. Oh my god. Try like far inside up here. Ah, actually it's quite difficult to get to. Just want to triple check that you can't double overlap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now you can do it without getting our legs off. I feel like somebody much better than I would be able to do that. I do need to go to the toilet real quick though, so give me 2 minutes, gamers. I'll join the qualifying server when I get back. Oh my god, the difference it makes just taking your headphones off and just not having sweaty ears. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, just put some cold water over my head and face as well at the same time, so that should help. Oh my god, it makes the fan feel like so good. I need like a spray bottle in it of like insulated, like just an insulated bottle so it actually stays cold. I just get to spray myself on the head every now and then. My big bald head. Right. ARL MX. I signed up pretty early today. No, still not in 2. These definitely don't go in the order that you signed up in, because I signed up, I think it was 7 minutes after after sign-ups or confirmations happened. I'm Tommy Lins. Oh my god, the ego on him. Everybody was right. Everyone was right about the video the other day, the ego. It's crazy work. Hello, Christopher. I can literally feel... so I'm only wearing, like, pyjama shorts at the moment. And I can feel in, like, the waistband, in the elasticated waist, that it is just damp. I see Deegan get in Jet's head last week. I saw Jet still beat him in both motos. Yeah, to be fair, I probably shouldn't be running this bike because it's got the wrong number on it, but it's whatever. I have no idea what setup I was just running. It was either MX1 or MX2. Actually, no, I changed the name of it. I changed it to try for Highpoint. Let's try that out. Bonk. Yeah, so if the server time is right, we've got just under 5 minutes. And obviously bear in mind, big Jet Glazer me. Oh, big Lawrence brother Glazer in general. I think that Deegan's best chance of beating both of them in the same moto is probably like a Washougal. Because I know that he really likes Washougal. That's this year anyway. Like, I'm sure next year, another year under his belt, that can probably will change. But this year, with how the riding's been going, I think that's the case. I wonder if the 250 rider's going to have to go all the way around the outside there to get over that quad. Southwick, well, even though Deegan has been riding Southwick earlier, you also have the Lawrences who both practice in sand, and you also have Lucas Coonan who is insane in sand. So again, it's one of them races that I'll be very excited to watch. I saw a lot of people saying that he will beat him at Redbud as well, but Jet has not lost a Redbud race in his 450 career. Like, he won at Nations on his 450 debut. He won in, what was it, 2023. He won in 2025, was it, as well? I know one of the years is where he had his like injury, so he just didn't race it. But Hunter's got to be loving life right now, because a lot of the drama is still between Aiden and Jet. And then Hunter's there like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take some wins here and there at the same time. Just chill. I know that I'm, like, meant to glaze Prado, being a European. But my god, did I think that was funny when his mechanic put brake him on it and then Deegan just went flying past him. I saw it and I was like, Prado is not braking shit. I've noticed a common theme of riders seeming to almost like give up during a race until their teammate comes up their arse, though. You had Sexton that was just riding around at Highpoint until Marchbanks got all over his arse and he started pushing again. Prado had pretty much given up once Deegan had got by him until AP got all up his arse. It's like, if you can try and push to beat your teammate, why can't you carry on trying to push to beat everyone else? Felt bad for the Kudans going and racing a track like Thunder Valley, and then whatever that horrific track in Italy was that they rode, just a hard-packed dust bowl mess. Oh, I feel like tight inside there's got to be very strong. Is that 350? No, it's not. That's a Yamaha. I was like, that sounds slightly different to what I'm on. I keep getting like hot and cold waves of air from my fan. I'm wondering if maybe my PC fans kick into overdrive every now and then to cool the PC down. And then my actual fan takes some of the air and blows it at me. And then obviously the PC's cooled itself down a bit, so the air coming at me gets a little bit cooler. And that outside from Dominic was pretty fast. Need to try jumping into that rut better. Keep going too far to the left. How am I dealing with the heat? Better than I have done in previous years, to be fair. I couldn't imagine closing the door today, so again, so there's multiple scenarios on how the stream could end today. It's either going to end with a cat jumping up on my keyboard and pressing buttons and shit, so I have to pull over and stop. Or it's going to end with my PC blue screening like it did the other day because the PC's getting too hot. So we'll see. Oh my god. I'm literally just sat here in a pair of shorts and nothing else because it is that warm, so that's why no face cam today. No, AC is not a normal thing in the UK. It's either very, very, very upper class, so very wealthy, or mostly just in like hotels and places of work. I should put like a towel on my lap as well, so if like the hands start getting a little bit too sweaty, I can take them off in the air, give them a little rub, carry on going. Stop accelerating in the air. Character 0. And then you won't loop out anymore. By loop out, I'm guessing you mean go off the back of the bike. If you're going over the front of the bike, then it's the opposite way, where you're not accelerating enough. Please. Please don't tell me you can downside that. I just checked up a little bit on that and came up short. That could be a crazy hotline. I know when the hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Me boomba. Okay, qualifying time. We've got 30 minutes. I'm kind of like... I generally could not give less of a fuck about qualifying anymore. Especially after our Hawkstone Park went on Monday, qualifying 21st, and then contending for second place before my game crashed. So I can't fathom how people can go so quick for one lap and then just be shit in races. Let's try inside here. Would do if I didn't almost backflip coming out the corner. Holy. What rhythm do you get into? Can you, like, double out nicely? You can. Oh, God. Yeah, it's just too rough trying to get into the inside. You can go to the outside so wide open, there's really no point in taking any other line. It's a very, very, very outside simulator. I like the route that those guys got in there, like, slightly further to the inside. And I want to try Dominic's line here. Don't hate it, because then you can stay low over this quad as well. That might be the tech. So it don't matter what speed someone is, you can still try and learn things from people. I've lapped Dominic a few times, but he's just shown me a better line. Oh, get on. Yeah, my fast laps cap out so much quicker than other people's. If I was to continue trying to hot lap a track for multiple hours after the racing was all done, I could probably still only get within like a second of the top qualifying. Just don't have hot laps unlocked. Race pace though, pretty damn good. Because most people will drop multiple seconds off of their, like, slower. Well, they'll be multiple seconds slower than their qualifying time in the race. But a lot of time I only lose maybe like a second. So we then meet in the middle, where they slow down a lot, and I stay roughly the same. Can't park there, sir. Gotta remember that turns further right than I expect. Oh my god, I did not expect to go that far. I don't know how I've not got an overjump crash from that. Oh. Front end didn't grab. No! It's been very sloppy so far. Oh my Christ. Gotta be careful leaning too far over and digging your handlebars in. Not a terrible bank up. I don't crash in the last corner. Almost. Oh, well, that didn't even count. Excuse me. Where did I go off the track? I don't know where I went off. Wait, did it really not count because of that weird little, like, step up where I went off the track to the right by mistake? That's crazy. That bubble feels smaller than usual. Uh-oh. Very easy to go too fast into some of these insides. Just with how choppy it is, it just kicks your wheels up into the air, so you can't slow down at all. Yeah, I think it didn't count where I went off to the right-hand side here, but that's like so minuscule. And I gained 0 time from it. Oh, God. Yeah, we'll keep going. There's a chance it might count, who knows. Might run out of fuel if I go for another one without going back to the pits, but may as well. That one didn't count either. So now I'm wondering, are the cuts really, really strict, or is there a line that I'm taking on the track that is giving me cuts? Don't go off, don't go off! Oh, I thought the back end was going to go. Yeah, I'm hoping it was that jump. Oh, she's choppy through her. Yeah, I'm hoping it was off the right-hand side of this next jump I'm going to hit. You can get away with slapping your front end on top of that. I'm just scared to do it that far along in a hot lap. Damn it. I just can't see where I'm going when I'm going down the entire downhill. Camera's shaking all over the place. That one counted. Still 2 seconds off of Puma, which is, well, Pumbaa, sorry. Which, no disrespect to Pumbaa, but should not be happening. Oh, I see the front end trying to go. Oh, I might still be able to just double that from the inside rather than going all the way out to the outside there. Kind of half checked up and still cased it. Oh, build game freeze. Not sure I'll save that. Oh, ran out of fuel. Ran out of fuel and crashed at the same time. Nice. This is annoying. Getting stuck in the swamp when you're trying to... Yeah, there we go. When you're trying to reset, go for another lap. Why am I going off this roller? It's so dog shit. Nope. I have no clue what's going on with the ruts on the exit of that. Yeah, front end's very, very loose. I mean, the back end's really loose as well. No plans of any outdoor races on sim. I don't like the format of sim, and I'd have to spend way too much time to even try and be able to qualify in the first place. I don't know if it's changed at all, but last I heard for outdoors qualifying in sim is like you have the entire day to qualify. Like you run as many laps as you want. It's too much dedication for me. Like I struggled to make it in the top 40 for Supercross when people only had an hour. No idea, Tater, I'll be honest. Like, I usually really like Brad's tracks, but I noticed at Thunder Valley and this, there's just lots of very, very massive outsides. Which I'm not a big fan of. I think any corner where we can go third gear wide open to 450 without shutting off going into it or out of it in the slightest is too much. Oh, there you go. Pumba just found a way of jumping up and over the finish line, so people are still able to gain the advantage at the start. That's all right. I'll take a couple of extra attempts from Pumba's lap. It's definitely not 2.6 seconds worth of saving time, but might be worth like 0.2, 0.3. MX Bikes players there. They'll always find a way. Oh, God, I'm coming in way too fast. But how did that settle, but previous ones didn't? Out of all the times I messed up that corner, I thought that would have been one of them. Oh, right, what are they doing? They're just jumping off of this side bit here. Like this, hopping on top of it, but at a higher speed. Yes, it's worth a couple of attempts. Now, if you get it clean on top as well, like you can carry on accelerating forwards rather than your wheels being off the ground. It's just fucking nuts, like the lengths that we go to try and find scumbag lines. Okay, I'm just going back to the outside again. That's the other issue with these massive walls around the outside, is because they are so easy to hit, there is no point in you trying to deal with all the rough into the insides of the corners and risk crashing. There's no point in even trying them. How fast? I took my hands off the controller because I thought I was going to crash. We might be looking at another 21st place in qualifying in this race. I suppose there's the plus side of, like, that one's quite techy. You've just seen Pumba try and do it there, fuck it up, so now he's wasted, like, 20 plus seconds worth of qualifying just trying to get the start right. It's like, is it worth it? I can't see where I'm going. Fuck's sake. Just keep looking so far over to the left there. Yeah, better last hill there. Damn, that did not feel 2.5 seconds quicker than my previous one, but it was. So, you know, if I did a little scumbag over the start, I would have been top of this session, no? Can't bring myself to do it. I want to try a couple different lines in this corner, though. There's no point me just having one line unlocked and that's it. Triple's probably more hassle than it's worth. Hmm. What do you mean, please show the lines? I'm running huh? I'm running a qualifying lap, but I'm doing the lines. Oh, that's just KTM things. Back end all over the place. I went from sliding to wheeling in the same corner. Make it make sense. Hello, Kyle. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I think so far, out of the 4 rounds that we've had, just based on pure feel and flow alone, I'm not gelling this one the most out of all of them. I think going over that hump's slower than going around it. Okay. My wheels did not lock in there. Yeah, it's very, very, very inside OP. Oh, not inside, outside OP. Very outside dominant. I wouldn't even have minded, is that wall corner that I just hit, the left-hander after you go back across the start straight. I'd be all for that just being a flat turn. So then if you want to try and square someone off and exit out of it early like you can do. Whereas how it is now, again, you can see like the outside is flat and nobody at all is taking anything different. It is outside wide open the whole way around. The heat ate my face cam today. Sorry, gamers. I'm literally just sat here in pretty much underwear. So some of you can use your imaginations. If I was to get up and go to the toilet, I'm pretty sure my arse sweat would just carry the chair with me. It's a leather chair. but then I definitely feel like I should have got my legs off there. I mean, 2 seconds off of Breezy, which ain't great. Unless he's got Dan playing on his account. I really feel like the lap that I did, I don't really think I could get an extra 2 seconds without just going full Hail Mary. I know it's a qualifying lap and you probably should be doing that anyway, but I don't feel like I get any kind of flow going when I do that. Oh. And a lot of time it's also just like, oh, qualifying don't matter, it's about the race anyway, but if you can get like a top 5 qualifying, your gate choice is just so much better. So much better, and the chances of you having first corner carnage is a lot lower. Even if you're not a great starter, you can just hug the insides, whilst everybody else punts each other outward. Kind of indifferent on the KTM. Some parts it feels really nice, and others it feels too skatey. I mean, if you need visual proof that it's faster to jump over the finish than actually doing it normally, we've just done what, like 2-3 bike flips? A little bit of time to gain, not much. Yeah, I'm way off. No, probably not Julian. I think my best chance was probably Moto 1 last week. You're going a little bit too fast into that rut. I don't know what right axle took in the left there, but it was nice. But that does mean I'm now not going to be able to see where I'm going into this corner. Have a game freeze. I was walking a tightrope around that left-hander there. Because you can get away with going around it without shutting off. But it's very, very precise. And where you're going downhill on the exit, the game's physics kind of mess with how tight the bike can turn. Got to get the perfect amount of lean angle. Yeah, that was slow because I didn't turn enough that time. I was just kind of stood on top of the rut. So going to get her legs off here. How have I not got her legs off? That's ridiculous. Thought I'd have it on the first bit, never mind the second bit. Oh, then I come up short. What's wrong with me? Was that quicker? It was quicker. Again, that was almost 2 seconds quicker. It didn't feel it. I think you just got to be smooth. Because there was multiple bits of that I messed up and had to shut off. gonna try something here. Yeah, don't hate that at all. I'm gonna set low on that double. It's a lot more built up than it has been in previous years. And off we go. Sick. I'm pretty sure that would have been quicker. That felt good up till that point. I don't mind the braking bumps. I just wish that it wasn't such a difference between the inside and the outside. Because if the inside is like World War II trenches and the outside is just perfectly smooth wide open, there is no incentive to go to the inside ever. Because the outside is faster and easier.
You can't park there long.
I know, I didn't pay for a ticket. Oh! God. Thank you, Rodet. I've had the front end wash into that right-hander a couple times there. I think I'm turning too early. So the front end's washing. Oh, I like that. Kind of cut across them ruts there so you don't kind of fall into them. And again. Not... I've got enough replay length to slow that down. Fucking handlebars are in the ground. This is what I mean. How have we got... Oh my god. I can't build better tracks. So it's really hard for me to try and complain about something. But we shouldn't be able to get this far lent over. Like, the ruts need to be shallower. And if it ends up being that you have to make it the outside shallow and the inside then becomes OP, make the inside shallow as well. Oh, it's crazy. Every rut is huge. Because like 250s are a different story. Why have my frame just gone to shit? Okay. We'll just put the control down for a second, see if the frames want to come back to me. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. Let's hope that doesn't happen in the race. Yeah, 250s might be a different story, because the 250s just have so much grip, but the 450s aren't amazing at flat tracking. So I think you can still get away with having shallow ruts without people going, you know what, I'm just not going to take any of them, I'm going to flat track on the inside. Like, if you give them something to bank off of, it's like, I don't know. It's just nuts how fast you have to go everywhere. Interesting. And you combat the tyres sliding. I mean, you don't really have to. On these tracks, they only slide when you're on the side of the tyre. If you're on the middle of the tyre, traction's really, really good. And because the ruts are built so high, and you can get the bike down over so far, you're always using the middle of the tyre. Like, you're not on the side of it anywhere. So when, like, if you're on forest or something like that, it's a completely different story. Like, then you are going to be sliding about a bunch. And when you've got big ruts that hold you, you haven't got to worry about it. don't know if I prefer this one over last year's, to be honest. I really don't know. Third year start, let's try it, see how it goes. It's uphill as well. The other downside of the KTM is the Yamahas are much quicker. Out the gate, like their straight line speed's pretty nuts. Oh, let's try not to do that on lap one. This is nothing I don't know, so I don't want to... I'm hoping Serov doesn't mind me saying this, but you can go back and watch like MXGP streams and stuff. 99% of the time I lapped Serov, and he was only... Well, at one point he was only like a 10th off of my qualifying time. But that's what I don't understand, is how people can... You've clearly got the talent to go fast, because you can do it for a lap, but I don't understand how that doesn't hold up in races. There's a good comparison, actually. If he goes inside and I go around the outside, I'd say the outside was better. I don't know how well he hit the inside there, but felt pretty good to me. Oh my goodness. And we're up. Oh. Yeah, I'm cheating. Oh no. Ricardo, I don't think I would make it through the heat, or through the A main if the fan wasn't pointed at me. But what I've got going on right now is I've got the fan... How do I explain the setup of my room? Hang on, I'll be the new pirate software without getting cancelled. So I'll show you the layout of my room. So box room. How do you draw a door? Let's just say that's the door. Wrong way. How do I redo? So doors here. Got door is open, so doors like this right now. And then out on the landing here, I've got a window that's open, so I've got air coming in. My desk is here. My PC is here. And my fan is here, pointing this way. So it's taking the hot air from the PC, and obviously I'm sat here. That's my head. That's my big fat fucking stomach. So my PC's here. So my fan is taking that hot PC air and blowing it out the door, and kind of getting me in the process. But yeah, it's so hot. Very toasty. I could have it the other way, where the fan's on the right of me, pointing to the PC and pointing to me. But I swear I see everyone saying online it's actually better to point the fan out of the room rather than into the room. Breezy P3, that's what I'm saying. So we've got a random Brazilian dude that apparently was getting lapped in GPs that came out of nowhere last week and this week, and is insane lap times and positions. Breezy has somehow just whacked it out of nowhere and put it P3. So all going on. Are we sure there's not a wild Dan White on your account, Breezy? But if what people are saying is true and I was P6 overall there, I mean, I'll happily take that. I'd almost say that's too good for what I felt like the lap was. No, you're 100% right. So Cam, JS7, Tyler, Boy, Breezy, and me. The bad thing is... Actually, no, that's not bad. I thought I was still running like a 55 or something, where I've not got the overlay on and I can't see my lap times. I'll show you. I thought I said like a 55, so I thought I was about 4 seconds off top, but I'm only 1.5. Usually Cam will drop like 3 seconds off his fast lap in the race, and I'll drop like 1.5. So we might actually meet somewhere in the middle. So pace for the race might be okay. Touch wood. We'll see. Damn. That is crazy. So Reed spent the first 2 rounds saying he was going to dookie on everybody, even though he weren't playing. He shows up to round 3, barely scores any points, and now he's not here for round 4. That is outrageous behaviour. Unless he just didn't qualify. No, I don't see Momo. I think Linda's just fed the cat, because I've just got a whiff of cat food. And that ish is pungent. Quality's just finished. So now we wait for the Motos to go up. Yeah, I got a cat. When did we get him? It's almost 2 weeks now. Just under 2 weeks. 50% of the time he's lovely. 50% of the time he's an absolute little dickhead. And he proper went for me yesterday. I've got like cuts all up my leg, cuts and bites up my leg. But I was doing some research on it, and so my parents came to visit. So obviously he's still trying to settle in, and now he's got even more strangers in the house that he's not used to. And I read that apparently with cats, if they have an event that stresses them out a lot, they can still hold on to that stress for like multiple hours after that's happened. And they said that like if something can set a cat off, you can then go back into a room 3 hours later, and that's when they can act on it. So I think he was just hella stressed out from having new strangers in the house, and he just went. But did learn how to counteract it for the future, which is good, and it did work because he was a little bit bitey yesterday. But if you like kind of push into them, so if they're trying to bite you, you push instead of like trying to pull away really quickly, they'll think you're prey, so they'll carry on doing it. Whereas if you slowly push back into them, it confuses them and they stop. And I did it, and he stopped straight away. And it's weird, like he will be really, really lovely. Like he'll come and sit and lay on your lap for hours at a time, or he'll be really affectionate. And then another time he'll be like quite bitey, quite nippy. But there is definitely parts of him that he doesn't like being stroked. So like you can stroke in and like around on top and underneath his head. But if you go too far down his back, he'll like react straight away. Doesn't like it. So it's just trying to learn what he likes and what he doesn't like. But overall, he's been okay. Tell you what isn't nice is the smell of cat poo when it's this hot. Normally, you can kind of tolerate it, like put a t-shirt over your nose whilst you're scooping it out of the litter tray and you're fine. But he done one this morning in this heat. Oh my god, it was bad. Obviously, I'm not wearing a t-shirt today because it's so hot, so I couldn't even like cover my nose. It was awful. And he just never seems to stop eating. I'm pretty sure we are overfeeding him right now, and he still goes feral for every bit of food that he sees. No, it was all legit. It was a rescue cat. I don't agree with like people that just breed them to sell them. So many of them just end up getting killed or sold to people that won't care for them. This one was a rescue. He's 3 years old. The charity that we adopted him from found him like living in a colony of cats, like outside, so no owner. And he had a foster carer for about 6 months before we got him. But for the most part, he's pretty good. Like he knows like where to go to the toilet, so it's not like he's just peeing and pooing everywhere. Like he always goes in his tray all the time. He'll meow after he's done to let you know, so you can go and clean it as well. Only downside is he does come and meow and wake me up at 6 AM every morning because he wants feeding. So it don't matter if I go to bed at 10 o'clock or if I go to bed at 4 AM, I will be waking up at 6. No idea what the pro-am schedule is. It's run by different people outside of Ariel, so I have not got a clue. Yeah, qualifying's all done. Qualified 6th. Which, for my standards, is still pretty damn good. I had quite a good Thunder Valley qualifying as well, didn't I? I swear I was top 5, maybe? It goes to show how, like, bad that Suzuki was, because of my Hawkstone qualifying and getting 21st on Monday. Yeah, thumbs are all good. It's just trying to keep a cool head if it's going wrong, especially with how hot it is. It's very easy to get irritable. He's okay with people. He can get overstimulated really quickly. So it's just learning kind of how much to get away with. He'll have some days where he's like really, really tolerant, and then other days where he'll bite you, but he'll do it gently to kind of let you know that, okay, he's had enough. But I've had nights where he'll just come and sleep next to me. And then there'll be other nights where he just goes and sleeps like outside of the bedroom completely. Yeah, when he is being nice, he'll come and like headbutt you and ask for affection in that way. I think that's the thing with cats anyway, though, isn't it? It's like, it's affection on their terms, whereas a dog, I feel like it's affection all the time. I have seen dogs selfie, yes. I do have feedback without even playing the track, though. I know that a lot of lines have probably been taken from real life, but I feel like the last 4 corners or so before the finish line look hella one-lined. Where it's just going to be inside, 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 inside. And I know that's how it does race in real life. I'm hoping that it doesn't make it a bad track to race on in-game. I went for low res just because of the heat. My PC blue screened yesterday when playing Arc Raiders, because it got too hot. I know it's probably, if it's going to like die on me, it's going to die on me. But I thought it might help just a tiny bit running a lower version of the track. The TM450 is hard to race because you can't really scrub anything because of the way weight's distributed, but I still think the general handling of it is better than like a Honda. The cat's called Dougie, but he had his name before we got him. I thought it'd be weird to change his name. Not that he's receptive to it. If you say cat, he'll come to you like more often than if you call Dougie. So I don't know. We are just waiting for the races to start now. This is the race server that we're in. Just waiting for everybody to get synced into the server, and we'll be good to go. It's bad time to need a poo again, isn't it? You can't be laughing that aggressively at your own joke, Chunky Beef. That's crazy work from you. Actually quite nice having no crowd or vehicles around anywhere on the outskirts. You can ride wherever you want. Unhindered. 100% vision. Not sponsored. Well, if 100% wanted to sponsor me, by all means feel free, because I do need to order some more tear-offs for my ride hauls at the moment. Everyone knows it doesn't count as being on the track if you're just riding it backwards. I'm hoping this track deteriorates like fuck and you have to change your lines, otherwise it will just be fuddle leader around the outsides everywhere. I'm going to take a wild guess at which bike is Dizzle's bike. Surely it can be the lone Fantic. Oh, come on, Ryan. Let's get this rolling. I need a poo. Oh, we still got people sinking in. Someone's saying Kelso left and rejoined. Please tell me he didn't change bike. On the KTM. Does he usually ride a KTM? What do you qualify on? He qualified on the KTM, so hopefully he didn't change bike at all. Oh, people are saying that someone switched bikes. Anybody else? I mean, Chaddy. No, Chaddy left and rejoined. That was after they said it. I mean, Troy left and rejoined as well. Actually, I think it's a toss-up now between if it's Troy or Kelso that left and rejoined on a different bike. Apparently, there's some glitching going on, which might be why it's not started yet. Oh, Tyler's left again. Too hot in the UK, I'm telling you. People have gone already. I generally, I had time to go and poo. I have no idea how it does take everybody so long to get into the lobby. Troy won't leave the Yamaha. I actually don't think I've seen Troy ride a 450 that isn't the Yamaha. So that could be a good shout. Not that he should. I mean, it's the best bike. And I've been doing well on it, so I have no idea why I decided to change for today. Probably be a bad day because of it. Oh. It was Kelso that left and rejoined a different bike. Ryan just kicked him. Unfortunate. It's. Yeah, I mean, that has been a thing for like 2 years plus at this point. So I am surprised that people still do it. But it's for the good of the server. Because the amount of people whose games will crash during the race because somebody left and rejoined a different bike, it's just ridiculous. I think there was a race, not the GP season that just happened, the one before that, where I think it was like half the field had their games crash. What are we doing? Tyler's still sinking in, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I think half the field had their games crash during a Moto 2 because somebody left and rejoined the server on a different bike in between motos. I don't know if we had a single round this year where there's not been a red flag. How many people we got to my left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You can get away with drifting quite wide around here, but again, I'm on the KTM. I've got 6 Yamahas to my left. So they're all probably going to get a better drag on the straight. So I'm probably better off just checking up. Especially with how poor the netcode is now. Yeah, look at that. Barely went anywhere. Well, that felt like a fucking bullshit crash, and I'm facing the wrong way. I was almost free. I think I would have come out in like 3rd place there. That was almost great. Oh. Let's see what we can do then over the next 29 minutes. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh god, you can't write it sometimes. Hasn't happened to me once in qualifying. Oh, you know, yeah, well. Why do we allow people with such high pings to race in these series? How do I always find them on the track? Okay, so, right, we go again. We're probably going to be a good 30 seconds down by the time we get to the finish line. So we'll see how this goes. But this one won't get red flagged. It's only the races where I get good starts that get red flagged. Another downside of the tracks being so absolutely fucking wide open everywhere is if there are down bikes, you have very, very, very little time to react to them or get out of the trench that you're all in. Oh my god. A bit too much sauce on it. Okay, I had not taken this out. Rip! Oh, I really struggle riding with people back here. In my head there, I'm like, okay, right, 100% he's got to go to this inside route like everybody else. And he spills to the outside. Oh, the frames were framing. How far behind are we? 23 seconds in one lap. Oh my goodness. Guess we can just try and set the goal for top 10, maybe? I mean, 27 for the end of lap 1 is not ideal. Jake's down bad as well. Fellow KTM brother. No kind of kick at all that time. So why did it happen on lap 1? Oh. I've got almost constant yellow flags around it. Bit of elbows out riding going here between Callum and Aiden. I'm telling you, it's the heat. It's the heat. We got Brits in like 20th, 21st and 22nd. Oh, is my outside there slow? Didn't expect them all to be going the inside. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was rapid. Still trying to go to the inside there was crazy. Although that probably looked like he had a massive gap on me on his screen, so we'll probably have words after the race. I'll be like, I promise, it wasn't on purpose, look at my POV. Alright, I've got to go inside here. Through the trenches. we're both from the UK. We shouldn't be, like, floating around the track next to each other like this. Oh, honestly, the collisions are awful now. And down we go. We spike face the right way this time. It was taking lines that I'm not expecting them to take, so I just kind of ended up going in behind them. Jesus Christ. Breezy, I need you to be twisting the fucking grip right now. You qualified third, and you're going 2 miles an hour. I've got somebody else on an auto account taking me out as well. Well, this has been eventful so far. Or not really much to be done. I'm just catching people in shit parts of the track where it kind of filters down to one fast line. But we're staying cool in the heat, though. That's the most important thing. If I, like, care about it as little as possible, then you won't get annoyed. I don't know where to go. Oh, for fuck's sake. What do I do? There's like 7 Brazilians in here who you can't ride around because they're fucking lagging all over the place. I don't need to be involved in the no OEM bikes. I was involved in old OEM bikes, gave feedback they didn't listen to, so I left. So that is why I no longer have anything to do with the OEM bikes. I mean, the goal was top 10 after lap 1. I guess now it's just to try and score a couple of points. I don't know who that was sideways there. Why did they just hard reset when they was already up on the bike? Pilot, you're fucking triggering me. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Everybody leave me alone. Just give me like 5 bike lengths and bike widths. And I'll be alright. Oh, off we go. The thing is, the Brazilian riders, they don't try to ride dirty. It is purely the ping difference. It's just getting silly now. We're stuck behind people going so much slower, and I don't know where to go to make the pass. At least that one's got high enough ping I can ride through. Nope. We'll get a drive up the next hill. Can you tell I'm over it? Because it is so difficult trying to come through the pack when the track is like this and the people in front of you are just that tiny bit slower. But you can't like go off of that main line to make a pass because they are only just slower. I have to sit and wait for a mistake. But when you're a minute, I'm going to get lapped this race, so I'm a minute down. There's absolutely fuck all I can do. I'll get sailed in a rock. Oh, the KTM's triggering me. What a wank front end. Oh, I'll take another second to cut. I got 4 seconds now. I can't find a way around people that I usually lap. Oh my god! Oh, this bike's front end is fucking garbage. It's actually horrific. I try so hard to catch up a lot of time and then that happens. Bruh. Yeah, and that's... I can't see whose name that was, but I just read the message. I was gaining on cam. I gained 3 seconds on the lead. Now I'm not getting fucking held up by all the slow people back here. I have never, ever, 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 ever struggled to get around people as much as I'm struggling on this track. But just when I feel like I've got the run on somebody, their line will just magically morph over into mine. My hands are getting very, very wet. The temperature is rising. There's still 7... Oh my god, there's still 7 minutes left. This race is going on forever. I don't know why I keep going there. I need to go around the outside in that corner. At least Tyler's back here struggling with me as well. Not just me. Probably one of the most egregious cross jumps I've ever done in my 6 years playing the game. Oh my god! Fuck me! Let's just grab handlebar, front end torque, grab handlebar, front end torque. Literally, from Turkey in GP, so with the second to last round of GPs until now, every week I've just said, please give us smaller ruts, please give us smaller ruts. Like, we've got back to stupid territory again. Because I don't think that deeper ruts are harder. If anything, you get more traction in them, and you can go. But it's how well they facilitate you that you can just go so fast. Definitely know that I've been watching. Well, I mean, I watched too much of that 2022 Supercross season when it was all so much slower. The nostalgia got me feeling a certain type of way. I've still got about another 30 seconds until I get lapped somehow, which is unfathomable to me with how this race has gone. Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was Highpoint in the TFC season that I ended up rage quitting. Maybe it's just Highpoint. Because I know I had a bad result on it last year. Maybe this is the opposite of a home track for me. It's my poo-poo track. Don't do it. Oh, it wanted to go over. I don't think I would have done any better on the Yamaha. I think it's just a bad race. I would have been launched over the right if I carried on turning. It's because I stood my bike upright that it didn't ping me off. I've got so many seconds of cuts as well. Like Breeze is behind me, but he's in front of me on timing. I don't see myself getting a top 10. Next position's like 13 seconds up the road. Which is nuts how quickly it feels like the season started going backwards. Like with how well Parler went. And the speed, it felt like I had a hangtail.
At barrel_frizzy 705 became a member.
Thank you, Frizzy. I swear that said barrel rather than BBL, unless it said babble. I'm surprised he hasn't given me a legs off jumping down that hill yet. I'm waiting for it. Just every lap when I get like a slightly harder and harder landing as the road keeps coming in. It'll happen at least once in Moto 2, I've got a feeling. Am I going to change my line to try and counteract it to make sure it doesn't happen? Hell no. Will I then be like, oh, god damn it, when it does happen? Hell yeah. Surely I'm not lapping people. Oh, these got to be positions, right? Means even if I pass people in front of me, I've got like 5 seconds to cut, so I'd have to pull so far ahead. Yeah, that is a position. That's crazy. Oh my... Oh! Two laps to go. At least you guys will be able to see the last lap. Well, you see all the flags now. They're usually hidden behind my face cam. Oh. I don't use any one specific suspension brand because I have... Well, I don't believe there is one best suspension. It's just whoever can market the best and sell the most. Because every single player on this game is different. Different speeds, different styles. Every suspension will work differently for them. What works well for one person will not work well for you, and vice versa. If Cam's beating me by 1.5 minutes in this race, he could send me his setup, and I would not... probably not enjoy it in the slightest. So use as many free setups as you possibly can before you commit to buying anything. Because I also promise you it will not gain you as much time as you think it will. Oh, God. The thing is that these main lines are getting choppy, but I still don't think they're being made bad enough to be worth trying the other stuff. Why inside the... I'm in 10th. How's this happened? Oh, it's probably not going to happen once time updates or when I go over this corner. There we go. Fucking Paboso bounce on that bad boy, that was crazy. Bad track entry. Yeah, 11th in the net. Oh, 0.6 behind Tyler. Oh no, wait, what? Oh, that's another one. Who did I lose that to? I think that's Dizzle. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was a fucking god-awful race. I have never struggled to get past people as much as I did in that race. And I felt like I was flying, like trying to get by people at times. I think that's probably my least favourite one of the year by a long shot. Yeah, people with 50 hours, like, without being horrible, no suspension is going to help you. You got to play the game. You will not be going pro in 50 hours, I can promise you that much. That was just an awful race. On the plus side, I didn't have to deal with any lappers, because I almost was the lapper myself. But, God, what a struggle fest that was. I mean, the thing is, like you can see, there's rough in a lot of the ruts in the corners. So maybe it isn't as one line as it feels, but the amount of times I feel like I'd go to pass somebody and then just get the door slammed on my face. So where I had to like slam on the brakes. It's, I don't know. But I really think we need to get away from how deep these trenches are around these corners. Because there is a skill in being precise in a rut as well, rather than taping the rut trigger down and cranking her over. Like, they both require skill. There's no shot they're starting race 2 already, right? That's got to be a misclick. No, okay. Yeah, it was a misclick only. It's too hot. Too hot, Spencer. I'm sitting here with my big old man titties out right now, sweating. Sweating like crazy. There's a difference between 13,000 active hours and 13,000 hours of just leaving your game open. Because if you're doing 13,000 hours of actively playing and trying to get better, then I feel like the sticks might need to be hung up at that point. I feel like it might not be for you. And I can't imagine people still having fun on it after 13,000 hours. Kind of regret using the KTM, because the looser front end definitely hindered me in a couple of places there. But I don't think it would have made much of a difference in the grand scheme of that race. I don't think it would have changed much. But if you, because I know people like me taking accountability for things, if I hadn't have gone down in the first set of rollers, I wouldn't have been back there to begin with. So half of the drama and getting stuck behind people probably never would have happened. It was Mono. He quit for a while when he was. I've never heard of Mono in my life. I don't know who that is. Callum, I felt you might not have it if you're wearing a t-shirt. It might soak up. But has anyone ever felt it where you have like a droplet of sweat drip from your armpit hair and then run down your side? Because I had a couple of those bad boys. Yeah, we had a couple of them during that race. Yeah, don't feel good. Like, tickles you a little bit. Trying to lock in on the race. Huh. I have a feeling that the cat hasn't come in my room yet because it's so hot in here. Like, bro would just walk in and then instantly die. Just collapse. I saw the sign. I mean, like, if that's 13k active hours, I've had the game 6 years and I'm at 5,500. So to have over double my hours when I've had it for 6 years and it's been my job for like 4 years, that is some dedication. To the point where I feel like you should be winning. Oh, I'm gonna sit here with my armpits up in the air, or just arms up in the air so I can air my pits out. Oh, that's actually hitting different. Do I have any? Got some water. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's so warm. I've got half of water here, and I brought it in before I started streaming. It's so warm. I don't think I've ever listened to Ace of Base other than that one, like, meme video where they said all songs sound the same. Is it Ace of Base that done that 4 chords thing, where they played a bunch of songs with just 4 chords? I didn't know that's something that was, like, put together with UK people. I don't know, I don't think that's a thing. Do I do a quick temperature check? Hello, Godis. I'm very well, thank you. Love you as always. Didn't have a very good Moto 1. It's very warm, but outside of that, we're good. Oh, it's actually gone down. It's gone down to 31 degrees instead of the 32 it was earlier. Oh, was that who sung that? Oh, okay. Then, to be fair, I couldn't tell you last time I actually heard that song, so I don't know why it's went to bed to hum. Well, obviously YouTube music copyright is like really, really sensitive. So when I was looking for music to go in the background of that documentary video, I found like a free trap beat like guy. He's got like a couple million subs. And every single one that I clicked on, it was pretty much all the same thing anyway. It was like the most different, like the most minute of nuances from song to song. But since the music's so quiet in the background of the video anyway, it probably sounds like it's the same song on repeat. But every single like race overview was a different song. Welcome, Jacob. I've not watched any of the World Cup. Not watched a single second of any matches. I ordered some food on... When did England play? Was it like Friday last week? Something like that? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a different day. But I ordered some food. And the guy that delivered it was like... Because I ordered at McDonald's. And he was like, are you watching the England game? I was like, fuck no, I'm not watching the England game. I'm not watching a bunch of grown men kicking a ball around the field who get paid way too much money and are actually pretty shit at doing it. We are grown men sat at our PCs, yes, but I'm not watching someone else do it. You're watching me. That's my get out of jail card. No, for me though, like, I don't like even watch football on like a normal basis. Like, I don't support a team. I used to watch the World Cup like years ago, but it gets to a point where it's like you know that your team are pretty shit. So like, what are you like? Why are you just tuning in for disappointment every time? Plus, you got to pay for it anyway. And I'm paying to watch that shit. And I'm sure people will say, "Oh, but you can do this, this, and this, and this." But I am a man of the law. No dodgy fire sticks or anything around these parts. I do not have a TV license, therefore I will not be watching any live TV. Because I don't watch any TV. It'll be Netflix or Amazon Prime, pretty much. Even if I was into UFC, I'd have to stay up until like 4 AM to watch everything anyway. This is a break. It's meant to be a maximum of 10 minutes, but it's been over that. Because we had like 2 minutes before it reset, and it's down to 10 now. You got to lock in Godis when you're using dangerous machinery. UFC is low-key a little bit sus, you are right. If you can remove the part of grown, sweaty, half-naked men mantling and grappling with each other, and just focus on the combat side of it, then it's not as bad. It'll be Moto 2 coming up. Just finished Moto 1, finished 12th, which hopefully will be my worst Moto result of the year. That was really, really bad. Half self-inflicted, half wrong place, wrong time. Half just... That's 3 halves, I know. Another half just could not find a way around people. Or it's like I'd find a way around, and then the line that I took would then give me a really shit line in the next corner, and then I'd get it back by straight away. Low quality? Shouldn't be lower quality than any other time. Check your settings, boo. I have changed nothing. At least I get to sit here and pick my nose now and won't be judged for it because people can't see me doing it. Oh, you're about to try. Oh, never mind. I'm a retard. Because it's so hot here, my PC is working overtime. It blue screened yesterday while playing Arc Raiders. So I thought, let me just download the low quality version of the track today just to maybe save myself like 5 FPS. Server hasn't gone down, has it? No. What are we doing, Ryan? Wouldn't surprise me if Darks protest me. That cross jump over the finish line. Like, that was egregious. Only 9 degrees in northern Sweden right now. Is anybody else would prefer just to be cold than hot? Because I would much prefer to be chilly than sweating. Like when I'm sleeping at night, I actually like it being a bit cold. I go away to sleep with a fan on, even if it's freezing outside. Yeah, it shouldn't be staggered, so I'm not sure what the weight's for.
Any tips for a beginner him struggling to do a lap?
Frizzy? Frizzy, you're not a beginner. What are you talking about? Appreciate you. I will give you the generic advice I give everybody, and that is open up the track as much as you can. So like outside to inside, and try and turn as little as possible while still making it around the corner, because the less you're doing, the less chance your bike has of just wadding itself.
Good luck in the second race. Smiley face
Thank
emoji.
you.
Smiley face emoji.
Right, let's bring this up so I can see my chat still.
Smiley face emoji.
Right.
Smiley face emoji.
Oh, let's lock in, gamers. Yeah, ride the 250 as well. It's definitely a lot easier to get around the track consistently. Suspension works better. Tyres grip. Just less wonky stuff. Fucking hell. I'm so sorry. Like, Godis, I hope you realise how much I appreciate that. I didn't even see the amount that it was because it came up in blue. It usually comes up in like a colour red if it's like an insane amount. I'm so sorry that I didn't notice at first. Yeah, it's disgusting. Appreciate you. Hope that you recover from your injury pretty soon and have a good celebration with your girlfriend as well. Oh, my bubba was tight. Cam with another insane hole shot. How does he do it? Drop the start tech. Oh my Jesus. If they red flag this, I'm telling you, the system's fucking rigged against me. Because every time I get a good start, they red flag it. And when I get a stinky start, they don't. Using the Reaper dog gear. And does that apply on 450s? If so, I might have to go do some YouTube video, some Reaper dog video watching. I thought it was just a 450 thing. I'm just going to follow him. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. Oh, I don't know. Don't know if I like that. The front end on the old KTM. Trying to turn on them bumps at the bottom. Not nice. Not sure why I've stood out 2 laps in a row there. How's he going here? Sharp inside.
I'm Yorkin at Dry RN.
Hey? I have no idea what that just said. Oh, never mind, I've just read it again. Chunky, that's crazy from you mid-race. And how is it dry when it's this hot? Should be lubed up from your own sweat. One-handed or two-handed? Keep splitting out of that rut. Don't know if it's worth going back to the inside again. And face me backwards. I literally, like, I tried turning right, and because the trench is so fucking deep, you just can't do anything about it. And then because the side of your swing arm and everything are touching the top of the rut, you're just getting all these, like, weird wonky physics. Oh my god. I'm seeing no benefits out of having these massive fucking trench ruts everywhere. Zero. Zilch. Like, what is the point of them? I was waiting for Brian to read a donation sound. Thank you, Daniel. I can smell burning, and I don't know if somebody's got a bonfire, like, somewhere around here, or if there is something in my room or in my house that's burning. Because it smells like it could also be electrical. So if the stream suddenly ends, I have combusted. The house has gone down in flames. Can we PC check cam? There's something going on here, because I know he hasn't been sat at home grinding all day because he's been off riding in real life. My thumbs are like so sweaty, I'm having to re-grip every now and then just so they stay on the controller. Not many people will get that word.exe reference, but I do. W reference from Roz. I don't remember Cam being an Indian CSGO player, though. Maybe it's just an alt account. See, now I've finally had, fuck's sake, what over my mouth. Now I've finally had a crash from the overjump thing, hitting a bump too hard. I'm waiting for it to happen all the time now. It's so funny how different your race goes with a start. Because like, there's such a big gap behind me. Like, I'm just chilling in third. I think Jake had a stinky race one as well. So it's just, I don't know. I don't think either of us have like changed our pace at all from Moto 1. Oh, I see. Cam conveniently crashes after I say PC check him. Oh, I see how it is. Insert Sergeant Dokes meme. Actually, timing might be boofed because it went from 18 seconds to 26 in a sector, and I promise you I didn't lose 7 seconds in one sector. Unless he's just that good. Oh, it's gone back down again now. Unless he got 7 seconds of cuts from somewhere, but that seems a bit outrageous. That seems a bit out of nowhere. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jet, just crash, please. Give me a second to make me feel good about the day after my horrific Moto 1. I know you also had a pretty piss-poor Moto 1, but be the bigger man. Let me have it. Oh, that was sexy. Followed that rut so nice. I just don't think I'd be able to do it consistently. If I don't know where I'm going, then Jake won't know where I'm going. No, I wouldn't want the wall to have any collisions. Game's too funky for that. My game crashed in a race on Monday from hitting a collision. Nice. And backwards again! Imagine my fucking shot. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm trying to do my best Lala impression and just cross-writing the shit out of all that. I've just got an insane amount of cuts from somewhere. It says Jake's 5 seconds ahead of me, and that's just not 5 seconds. I really don't feel like I've been off the track much this race. Sake. Why does everything fucking merge to the outside? I've got 3 ruts in that corner that all go to the far outside, so what's the point of them? Yep, sick. Fucking dead again. Oh, I can see myself finishing outside the top 5 now. Honestly, this has been by far my least favourite track this year. I think it races horrifically. Please just let me go. Pavoso, remove your fucking spaghetti fingers out of my arsehole right now. Like, what is going on? Like, it's so fucking infuriating. Like, I'm clearly faster than Jay, but yet we've got 3 lines in the same corner that just all merge into each other. So I'm not trying to be an arsehole. I decided to try and cut down harder to not merge into his line. Then, of course, you've got nothing to bank off of compared to the massive trench around the outside of the turn. So the bike just washes. Oh, then I'm sitting there dancing on the spot for 10 seconds and crashing. It's a very infuriating experience. Like, again, I can't help but feel a lot of this wonkiness and just shit wouldn't happen if we didn't have 3 foot, 4 foot high trenches around the entire track. Oh. He's had enough. That Lapid's just had enough of the race. I would be curious to see how the NA boys do around here, though, after they've, like, kind of mastered it. They got all the muscle memory done. Because I can foresee some just absolutely insane lap times. Like, why? Next time I try changing bike, can everybody in chat just say, stop being a fucking retard, ride the Yamaha, because it's the only bike capable of riding in this game. Fucking Suzuki was wonky as shit on Monday. The front end on this thing's non-existent. For some reason the Yamaha's faster, more planted, insane traction. Everybody rides it, so everybody's got disgusting setups on it. Hey, Nolan, stop trying to be different. Just ride the Yamaha, you'll have a better time. What's that? You're bored of riding the same bike every single time you play the game? Doesn't matter, ride it. Yeah, from challenging for P2 to drop into maybe like sick fit. It's the crashes when I don't feel like I'm trying to go fast either, they're the frustrating ones. The one earlier where I exploded off the bike, hitting a bump toward, like, that's fine, because I was going like way too fast into that turn. But when the front end just randomly gives up on me, I really don't know what I should have done different. Oh my Christ. and you go from getting all the grip, or getting no grip, to all of the grip. I will be hopping in an extremely cold shower as soon as this race is done. I'm pretty sure if I was to check right now, I would find Shrek in my arsehole. Like, that is how swampy it is. I want to get a final temperature check of the room before I end the stream afterwards. Oh, yeah. 2 spots gone. I might have to hang up the sticks. I'm literally in danger of being passed for, like, 7th by dark. Against somebody that I lap on quite a few occasions. Might have to be done. Oh no, I just got another droplet of sweat going down my side. No. But yeah, well, Highpoint could just be my kryptonite, because like I said, I don't know if I've ever had a year where I've had a good result around it. Last year it was a wet one, and I'd done hella stinky. Can't remember the year before that, but then I'm pretty sure the year before that, which was TFC, I rage quit Moto 2. It's been a track that has not been very kind to me. Oh my god. What I am looking forward to, though, is a bit of Southwick action. Always have a good time around the wick. Oh, dead again. Sick. That'll be 7th to Aiden and 8th to Dark, and then Callum and Dorian are going to be right on my ass. I don't really feel like I'm riding over my head. Just the bike's giving up on me. Right, look what I mean about the speed. That's what's so frustrating. I'm just fucking get out of me. Get moved over. I don't understand how these people are like fucking on me when they're going this much slower. Just hold the trigger down, brother. It's gonna have it up the inside now. That might be my worst section though. Trying to get to that inside is super tricky. Oh, I bombed out in a rut. It kicked me out again. We're coming hot. Oh my god. I don't recall seeing a last lap flag, so it must be 2 left to go. Oh my Jesus. I believe we have an off week, like real life, yes. Oh. Actually, I need to yeah, if we've got an off week next week, that changes my plans drastically. That changes what my, what that weekend was going to be for me. Because I'm riding on the Sunday, but the track's like 3.5 hours away. So I'd stay overnight. But obviously if I, well, and there's a chance there to race on the Saturday as well. But obviously I don't want to be driving 3.5 hours in the morning, which I would have to do if I was playing bikes. I'd much rather go on like the Friday and stay over. Which, if we've got an off week, I can do. Last lap. Praise the Lord. With the way this race has gone, I'm probably going to lose position on cuts as well. Yeah, Blight Boy's in front of me and he's miles behind. I think all of the cuts have just come from crashing and going off the track. And the game's like, you know, no, we'll punish you and we'll add extra time onto you as well. I won't message you straight away, Brad, because I've not been a very happy bunny today. But if you remind me tomorrow, once the dome's cooled down a bit, I'll be able to articulate my words better. I'm surprised I don't get one of the legs off every time I hear that crashing sound where your bike bottoms up. Last lap was good, why can't I do that all the time? Rather than going from a really solid, no pressure second, dropping all the way back to finishing in fucking 6th. But that's embarrassing. Oh, God. My forehead is very, very moist. Yeah, everything's just too fast. I must have had, like, probably another 5 seconds again. I had 4 seconds. Anyone unhappy with me? Let's have a look. No, nobody unhappy with me. And I was all over the place. Well, there we go. That was one of the days of all time. You see how me and Troy kind of switched roles in that race a little bit? It really does depend on what kind of start you get. So I had a shit start race 1, good start race 2, and I went 12-6. He had good start race 1, shit start race 2, and he went 4-14. So it's funny how it kind of like evens out a bit there. I mean, I had full fastest lap. It was early on though, so they don't really count. But that's, yeah, different to my normal thing. Usually I'm slower and more consistent. Today I felt fast but kept crashing. So again, I might just have to go back and embrace that Yamaha life. I just felt so loose and out of control on that KTM. Like the front end was flopping all over the place. It's a different Marco by the looks of it. It looks like that Marco's from Oceania. There were so many high-ping individuals in that race. Like so many Brazilians and possibly Australians. They've all left now. It's only Lorenzo that's left. But it looked like there was the ping limit on. Because one of the, I can't remember who it was, one of the guys in the race one, I was able to ride through, but the others didn't quite meet that threshold yet. There we go. I'm going to go and get a cold shower. My cheeks are glued to this chair. Thank you, everybody, as always, for being here and being very lovely and generous people. If it is not, let's do a final temperature check. If it is not 32 degrees in this tiny room next week, the face cam will be back. And the tits will be put away. Enjoy the rest of your nights. I might drop the soap just to see what happens. Goodbye.